Issue of share capital. Before going to issue of share capital, we should know what are the types of capital and some basic terms related to issue of capital. As I have mentioned, basically there are 5 types of capital: authorized capital, issued capital, called up capital, paid up capital, and reserve capital. Authorized capital. It is the maximum amount of capital that a company can raise from the market. This capital is mentioned in the capital clause of Memorandum of Association, on the basis of which a company is registered. It is mentioned like that: 1 lakh number of equity shares at the rate of 100. 1 lakh is the number of shares and 100 is the face value of share. Second one, issued capital. Issued capital, it is the part of authorized capital which is issued to the public for subscription. A company can issue either at discount or at par or at premium. When a company issues share at a price lower than the face value, when the issue is lower than the face value, then we call it as issue of share at discount. When the issue is same as face value, it is share of issue at par. When the share is issued at a price higher than the face value, then we call it as share issued at premium. But after Companies Act 2013, a company cannot issue share at a discount. It is prohibited by the Companies Act 2013. So there is only 2 options left: issue of shares at par and issue of shares at premium. After the issue of capital, the general public will subscribe to the capital, which is usually falls between issued capital and called capital, known as subscribed capital. A company may receive application more than the issued capital, or same as the issued capital, or less than the issued capital. If a company receives more than issued capital, then it is called oversubscription. And if it is same number of application, then it is fully subscribed. And if a company receives less than the issued capital, we call it as undersubscribed. For example, if the company issues whole of the 1 lakh number of capital and receives 1 lakh 10,000 applications, then it is oversubscribed. If received 1 lakh applications, then it is fully subscribed. If it receives 90,000 applications, then it is undersubscribed. Next, call of capital. Called up capital, it is the part of issued capital which is called by the company for payment on shares. Next one is paid up capital. Paid up capital, it is the part of called up capital which is paid by the public. Last one is reserve capital. Reserve capital is the part of issued capital which is usually called up at the time of liquidation of a company. So these are the types of capital. Now let's look to the process of issue of shares. Usually there are 3 processes in issue of shares. First one is application, second one is allotment, and third one is call. A company invites application from the general public with some amount of application fees. Application fee is usually 25% of the issue price or the face value. Second one is allotment. After receiving application, a company decides to whom it will allot the shares. Third one is call. Now let's move to the major part, that is entries. What are the entries in case of application, and in allotment, and in call? When a company receives application along with some application money, entry bank account debited to share application account. Bank account debited to share application account. What will be the amount? Bank amount will be debited with number of application into application money. Number of applications into application money to share application account. For adjusting this share application amount, second entry is done. Share application account debited to share capital account. Is it clear? After receiving the number of application and the necessary entries, we will move to allotment accounts. When the allotment money is due, we will make entry share allotment account debited to share capital account. Share allotment account will be debited to share capital account. The amount will be debited, the number of shares issued into the allotment money. When we receive that allotment money, the entry will be bank account debited to share allotment account. Clear? Similarly, after allotment, call is made for payment. When the call money is due, share call account debited to share capital account. The amount will be debited with the number of application or number of shares issued into the call money. And when the call money is received, bank account will be debited. Bank account debited to share call account. These are the entries related to issue of shares. We will make an illustration to make the entries clear. Look at the problem. This is the simple illustration to understand the entries. A company issued 20,000 number of shares. On application, it receives rupees 20. On allotment, it receives rupees 30. And on first call, it receives 40. And lastly, on last call or second call, we receive rupees 10. So let's start with our entries. When the company receives applications, bank account debited to share application account. Bank account will be debited number of application into application money, that is 20,000 applications into rupees 20, which comes to 4 lakh. After receiving application, such share application amount will be adjusted for share capital. After entries, make necessary narrations. Then, for adjusting share application account, share application account debited to share capital account. This 4 lakh will be transferred to share capital account. This is the application part. After application entries, we will move to allotment. When the allotment amount is due, share allotment account debited to share capital account. Share allotment account will be debited with the number of shares issued into allotment. Number of shares issued is 20,000 and allotment money is rupees 30, which comes to 6 lakh. After allotment is due, we will receive money on allotment. When we will receive money on allotment, the entry will be bank account debited to share allotment account. ₹6 lakh. Clear? Now let's move to call. On first call, it receives ₹40. First, we have to make a due entry for call. When we will make entry for due call, share call account, share first call account debited. Since here is 2 calls, so we will first debit share first call account debited to share capital account. To share capital account. With the number of applications or number of shares issued into call money. Here call money is ₹40. So 20,000 into ₹40, it comes to 8 lakh. And when we will receive the call money, the entry will be bank account debited to share first call account, that is 8 lakh. I think you are clear now. Now we will move to share second call. When the second call money is due, share second call account debited to share capital account. Number of shares issued into share second call. 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs. After the call money is due, when the call money is received, we will enter bank account debited to share second call account. 2 lakhs and 2 lakhs. Hope you will understand from this illustration how the entries are done. So that's all for today. We'll move to next part. So till then, bye bye.